back to Houston Life. He has been a familiar face on the Texas country music scene for over 20 years, and we are super excited to have him here in studio today. We're trying to convince him to maybe play the rodeo stage one year. The frontman of legendary honky-tonk band 1100 Springs.
Yeah, now dynamic singer-songwriter Matt Hillyer is back in Houston with a brand new album called Glorieta and 2 special shows for fans tonight. Before that, though, thank you so much for stopping by Houston Life to make time for us.
Thank you for having me. It's making time for me. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
You guys look so festive. I feel like I should have hit up Shipper to do a little.
We can make it happen.
You can celebrate Holy as well. Okay, so catch us up, because in 2021, you and the band essentially did like a farewell tour, played your final goodbye, and you all went your separate ways. What led up to that?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people during the pandemic probably made decisions. They had a chance to sit and think about, reevaluate their positions in life. And Steve and I, the bass player, we were the co-founders of the band, and so we kind of make decisions together. And I think that we just looked at it. I'm not sure that being in a band and traveling around and playing smoky bars was something that he wanted to do much anymore. And I was ready to probably make my own another record. I made a solo record in 2013 and had fun doing it. And also just started doing a lot more acoustic singer-songwriter shows, and I really love it. I love the sort of conversational nature you can have with the audience. You tell stories, you can play whatever you want.
I think that's one of the biggest parts of Texas country music roots, right? That's exactly what you're doing, is telling stories.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what you're supposed to be doing with the songwriting and everything. But I mean, those acoustic shows just got to be a lot of fun to me. So we just kind of amicably decided, we've done this for 23 years, and if we started it together, we'll finish it together and go out with a nice send-off and last hurrah for all the fans and everything. But it's been great ever since. I feel like I'm working harder now than I ever was before.
Writing songs and all the different things that you do, singer, guitar as primary songwriter. Glorieta is your new solo album.
Yeah.
So talk about the album a little bit, because that must have been a different process for you to write for yourself versus for an ensemble.
Yeah, it is. It frees you up a little bit. And during the shutdown, I joined up with this songwriters group, and there's about 10 of us in the group, and you got to write a song every single week. They give you a prompt, and each week you write a song. And so I started just stockpiling a whole bunch of songs, and it does free you up in the sense that you're not necessarily thinking about writing for a band. You can kind of write any style or kind of song you want to write. So when it came time to make Glorieta, I had a whole bag full of songs, and some of them were different than I would have done with 1100 Springs, and just really excited about it. A whole lot of fun making it. My friend John Pettigo produced it, and State Fair Records put it out. So, it's been pretty cool.
I have to comment on writing a song a week. That's very impressive that you can just crank those out as quickly as a week.
They're not all good.
Yeah. I don't believe you.
Hold on.
Some of them sound like that.
The album was released last month, and it even broke into the top 40.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they're not terrible, okay, Matt?
Well, the ones that make the record are good. Okay. But they're not all good. It's hard to pick, but yeah. So, but I've never had that sort of schedule and keeping up with it every single week. It forces you to have a little discipline about it, and that's good for me. So.
Okay, well, we're very excited to get to hear you perform today.
I'm really excited. And as Matt gets ready to play live for us, you can catch him at Cactus Records in Montrose at 5 p.m. and Under the Volcano. I love that place near the Rice Village. That's tonight at 8 p.m.
We are so lucky here in Houston. 2 shows in one night. All right, well, here we go. Here he is, Matt Hillyer with Holding Fast.
Living on the edge, drifting away with everything I do and say. I can feel it slipping through my hands. Been trying to slow down, but it ain't much use in a town that plays fast and loose. It's shaky ground, no matter where I stand. I keep saying it'll be fine, all you gotta do is keep walking that line, but sometimes I can't see it anymore. So you can get mad and scream and shout, and you can curse my name, just don't walk out, 'cause I need you like I never have before. Now can you help me hold fast and try to keep sight, straighten up, fly right? Can we double down on what we know is true? And can you help me stop jerking back and forth, start searching for true north? Wanna make it last, so I'm holding fast to you. Well, I get tired trying to make it through. I don't mean to take it out on you, so we hit the ground running from it all. I come back, but I don't explain. I just try to make you feel my pain, and I treat you like the safest place to fall. It ain't right, but you wear it well. I know it hurts, but you sure can't tell. You're so much stronger than I'll ever be. You shouldn't have to take it all in stride. You shouldn't have to keep it all inside. You ought to have a little help from me. And still you help me hold fast, try to keep sight, straighten up, fly right. Let's double down on what we know is true. And you help me stop jerking back and forth, start searching for true north. I wanna make it last, so I'm holding fast to you. I wanna make it last, so I'm holding fast to you.
Everyone.
Holy fast.
That's a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That was
Very, very
awesome.
good. We're lucky to have you. And also the shows, as a reminder, Cactus Records in Montrose tonight at 5 p.m., Under the Volcano near Rice Village tonight at 8 p.m. You got a lot of energy.
It's a double header, yeah. Well, you know.
It's a triple header. You just performed here on TV.
That's right, yeah. Well, you got to have a lot of energy to be in the biz, you know.
You do.
You guys know about that.
We do, we
Yes.
do. But thank you so much. That
Thanks
was
a lot.
really, really fun.
Thank you, guys.
And a reminder, Matt's album Glorieta is available on your favorite music streaming platforms. For a link, if you'd like to connect with Matt, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.